Well, this isn't good. The disc isn't spinning anymore and it looks like it's frozen. I have a feeling that this is just one of the computer's freakouts because it would have a tendency of just freezing. I'm hoping it's nothing to do with the disc. Because let's see what happens when I try to remove it. It doesn't even respond, so I think the computer is just frozen. Yeah, because it just shut off when I pushed the button. Alright, so we finally got to starting Windows. I have the fan right here, so I really hope it helps, and I guess not because it just shut off. That's great. And it powered back on again. We were so close, and now we're starting to have the hardware issues in this video. So you guys are seeing why I don't use this computer anymore. It just shuts off randomly, or it blue screens. But one thing I will say about this computer is that after it's on for a while, it seems to not do it. So there's a chance that after a few times of it doing this, it might stay on. Please work this time. This is further than we got before, and yes, I did hook up a mouse. This does work, but I just prefer using a mouse because laptop trackpads, they're kinda eh. So, what is it doing? Welcome to HP Recovery Manager. This program restores the factory image on the hard drive.
Are you serious?
It's frozen again. Isn't this just stinking great? It says, oh, don't turn your computer off. You're frozen! I hope the SSD isn't corrupted because of that. Let's try this again and hope it actually works. Alright, time to speedrun the HP recovery screen and hope that it doesn't do it again. I'm gonna actually move the mouse this time, so that way if it freezes, I can actually see that it freezes. I might just stop it because I don't know how long it's gonna sit here at 0%, but I'm sure hopefully this time it will move. I'm just gonna keep moving this mouse. Oh no, we just got a blue screen? What? Okay, you know, maybe it says USB port assist. Let me just unplug this. I feel like the mouse just crashed it. Seriously? Okay. I've had enough. A blue screen in the recovery? How? I can't understand. I don't understand this computer. It has so many hardware problems. Now you guys can see why I haven't used it. Alright, time to speed run the recovery again, but with a mouse this time on the computer itself, not this one, because I unplugged it because of that driver. I'm not sure if that's what crashed it, but I'm not taking the risk this time, so I just unplugged it. And I'm moving the trackpad instead of the other one. I'm hoping it doesn't crash again. It seems like once it gets to this stage, it either freezes, it blue screens, or it does something really stupid. So, even though I've restored this before, and it's worked, it's all of a sudden just choosing not to work, which is just great. I have a feeling if I stop this video, it's gonna freeze here again, or it's gonna blue screen here again, or it's just gonna shut off. Are you serious? Now it blue screens with cd-rom.sys. I've almost had enough of this system. It's gonna blue screen with anything it can possibly blue screen on. I'm just gonna keep trying and hope for the best. So if you guys are seeing this, it crashed again, and I don't know why it's doing this. I'm gonna cut this out if it doesn't crash, but if you guys are seeing this, it crashed again. And I don't know what's going on, and I'm probably going to give up on this because I don't have a whole lot of time. It's past midnight now, and I need to sleep, and this is not working. So I might just try it in the morning and see if I can get this thing to restore, or maybe try a different OS on it and see if that makes any difference. Hasn't locked up yet. That's surprising, but it probably is about to crash any second now because this thing loves to crash. Oh my god, it's not crashed? No way. So it actually got to 1% and it says 53 minutes. So I finally got it working, guys. I hope it doesn't freeze or crash at any point the rest of this install, but it looks like I'm succeeding here. If this works, that'll be great. If not, I'll have to finish it tomorrow, but I will record again once we get more updates. But it got to 2%, yay! Are you stinking kidding me? What error is that? Bug code USB driver. Is this thing have bad RAM? You know, I'm almost tempted to say this might have bad RAM in it. Because what in the world is going on here? Who's ready for another blue screen? Let's see it. Let's see the blue screen. Come on. Or maybe it's not gonna blue screen. I'm doing this recovery all over again. And it says it's gonna take 51 minutes, and I don't have 51 minutes because it's 12 in the morning. Yeah, that's great, isn't it? And it says it's gonna take 51 minutes, and more like it's gonna take 1 minute and blue screen on me. And that's why I'm recording. Because I know what this thing's gonna do. It's gonna crash. And it crashed around the same time. I'm recording this to get it on camera. You're gonna blue screen, I know it. Don't even try to fool me. You're gonna blue screen. 3%. Oh my goodness. If it doesn't, this is still gonna take forever. If this blue screens again, guys, I'm running a mem test. I don't trust it. I'm starting to think the RAM might be bad in this computer. Why have you not crashed yet? But the second I stop this recording, it's gonna crash on me. Which is why I'm not. Oh nice, a nice 45 minutes of recording. Isn't that lovely? My phone's gonna die by that point. I'm at like 20% battery right now. That's great. Alright, so the disc popped out, and now it says insert disc 2, and that's it. That's kinda interesting. So we're gonna do exactly what it says. It's up and straight to the point. So disc 1 is out. So looking at disc 2, it looks like it's in pretty much perfect condition. So as you guys can see, this is disc 2 of 3. There's a total of 3 discs. So I inserted disc 2. So it should do something. I think it's just gonna read it automatically and start restoring what's on this disc if I have to guess. Because there's nothing I can click. And it says please wait, so I guess we just have to wait and it should continue. There we go. I think it's continuing. Yep, it's back to doing its thing. And it says it's going to take 18 minutes. I actually hope this works. This is a lot further than I've ever gotten with this restore. So I do have a feeling it is working for once. And we are at 52% restoring, so if this goes to 53, then it's a high chance it's probably working. I just hope it doesn't get stuck again and then BSOD'd, because I've gotten this far in restoring this. Alright guys, so we have finally actually finished this. You can see that it actually just got to the end and the disc popped out. It might ask for the 3rd disc now, I'm not really sure, because all of them are done. And I don't know what it's really doing. Maybe it's still recovering, maybe it just copied the stuff from the discs and now it's actually restoring. But it didn't ask for the 3rd one, so I'm not really sure. Alright, so it says 1 minute remaining. I don't know what else it's gonna do. It's been doing this for like 15 to 20 minutes, and the drive is still popped out. As you can see, it is still not asked for disc 3. I'm not sure if it will or not. So, what does this say? Did you receive any disc provided with the recovery disc? Insert it now. I did. So, should I insert it? Might as well. This is the 3rd disc. It looks pretty okay. Our other disc here, hopefully this is what it's looking for, because it asked if we have another disc, and we do. I think this disc is optional, but I have it, so might as well give it the disc. I wonder if it's gonna do anything, because I inserted it, but it's not actually doing anything. I'm not sure if this is the disc it's looking for. I don't think it likes that disc. No, I don't think it liked it. Or maybe it did, I don't know. Because it's saying the recovery preparation is complete. After the computer's restarted, the recovery installation phase will begin. Software and drivers will be installed, and the contents will be customized to your computer. During this phase, the computer will restart automatically multiple times. There is a normal part of the process. Do not shut down the computer. Close the lid, disconnect the computer from AC power, or attempt to access the computer during the time. Okay. Click continue to restart. I'm going to take the disc out because it did pop the disc out. I am going to put these discs away, but I'm hoping that this will work. I would continue this tomorrow, but I don't want to risk it having issues and shutting off tomorrow in the middle of this and then having to redo the entire process. So I'm hoping that this actually worked this time, but the fact it took so long, I'm not sure. Oh, great. Are you serious? Yeah, no. I give up. Okay, you know what? Let's not give up. Let's try one more time. I don't know why it's BSOD'ing. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please don't crash this time. I don't want to see a BSOD. I'm hoping that was just because it was bugged and it just did it for no reason. Yep, because it's doing something now. Whatever that is. Oh, yep, software's being installed. Okay, good. I hope it doesn't blue screen during this. Good thing I powered it back on. I think it's just going to continue to do this. If anything special happens or shows, I will record, but my phone battery is getting low. Well, guys, because it's late, I'm going to have to go to sleep, so I'm just going to let this run. I might have to turn the fan off as well, so I just better pray that this thing doesn't blue screen or shut down overnight, and I have no idea what it's going to be doing tomorrow when I wake up, but I guess we are going to find out tomorrow. But pretty much all this does is just install all its software, reboot several times, and yeah, that's pretty much all it does anyway. I might make a future video restoring it again, I'm not sure. Alright, so I woke up early the next day because I couldn't sleep, and guess what I see on the screen, guys? Well, I see 2 errors on the screen. That's not good. We can see that it says it recovered from an unexpected shutdown, and then there's some other error in the background with just an OK button. And I don't know what the second one is, but I know the first one isn't good because it's saying it crashed. And the second one is probably some kind of other error that I hope I can get around because I don't want to have to restore this again. So we can see that in the corner the mouse is there, which is kind of strange. Why is the mouse in the top left corner instead of being in the center of the screen? That's a bit strange. And it's kind of looking like it could be in like a PE, but how would that be possible if I'm getting this? I mean, anything is possible at this point. But let's see, what the heck is this? Yep, blue screen. That's great. It blue screened. So if I scroll down, it blue screened in the middle of the night. I have no idea when. I mean, maybe that mini dump will tell us the time, but probably not. But it blue screened right in the middle of that, which is just great. I mean, I had a feeling something was going to go wrong, and I was correct. So this computer I might not even be able to restore in this video because it just crashes and stops the entire thing. But what's the second error? I actually have no clue what it is, but the fact that we have a black screen, I'm scared. And it looks like there's an OK button or something. I'm gonna move this. Windows. Okay, we only have an OK button on that screen. And it says Windows. What in the world is that? I have a feeling I already know what that is, and I have not moved this. Install Windows. Oh, great. Yeah, it is like in some PE or something. Or I think it's in the, OOBE stage, and it failed because it BSOD'd, and now it's gonna say it couldn't install Windows, and it's gonna fail. I really hope that's not the case, but let's see. Yeah, Windows could not complete the installation. Oh, that's great. Isn't that great? So, yeah, this install is done because it says it couldn't complete to install Windows. Restart the installation. So you're telling me to restart the recovery? Seriously, Windows? All because of this crash right here? Yeah, basically, Windows is telling us, yeah, you're screwed. You need to restart the entire recovery. So, yeah, if I just click check later, and I bet if I click OK on this, it's probably going to restart. Let's see what happens if I click Shift F10. Yes, we indeed get a command prompt. So, we are definitely in the, you know, setting up stages and stuff like that if we're getting this. Yes, we are definitely in Windows PE, Win-Dash, and a ton of things. It says the install date is 2 in the morning, so I guess that's when it crashed. That's what it looks like. I was not awake at that time, I had fallen asleep already. So, this thing crashed at 2 in the morning during the recovery. I really want to show the factory install, but this thing keeps crashing on me, and I don't understand how this computer can be so unstable. I'm starting to really think it's a RAM issue. In fact, I got the BSOD'd code on camera, so I can look that up while I'm restoring it again. But I have a better solution. Well, first of all, let's just X out of this. Let's just click OK and see what happens. It's probably just... Oh, what? Okay, how did it show that screen if it was in Windows PE? That is so weird. It probably crashed during the installing software. That's probably what happened, and then it did that. Let's just see what happens. Maybe it will recover. Maybe we have a chance. But if not, I'm gonna push F11 on the keyboard because apparently that does a recovery. But this might recover. I mean, it says welcome. It's a good sign, right? And I know this video is probably going to be a long one compared to my other ones, but this computer has quite the backstory, as well as it's crashing constantly when trying to do what I want to do. Oh, great. Yep. Windows cannot complete the installation. Why? Why? And even the corner, the mouse is up in that corner as well. Again. And if we do this again, the install date changed, and the boot time changed. That is so weird. I bet it's probably because, I guess it rebooted and crashed around 2 AM. Well, I have an idea. So it says to push F11 to system recovery, right? So we should have the recovery partition intact because that part was successful. So let's try it. Let's see what happens if we go to system recovery and try and recover it that way. I think it just ignored it. Maybe because it wasn't successful, but it just ignored that. So we might have to use the recovery disks again, and that took like an hour last time. We are back at this again. Alright, that's just great. So, if I click OK, it just restarts. It's the weirdest thing ever. Maybe it hasn't gotten further enough to have that recovery partition there, because I pushed F11 and it didn't do anything. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to need the recovery disks again, because
This install is screwed. I had a feeling something like that would happen, to be honest. I did not think this was going to be successful. But you know what? Before we do that, let's run a memory test. I'm gonna go run a memory test before I even do that because I'm starting to think the RAM might be faulty. On Windows 7 back then, it would only blue screen like once a month. It wouldn't blue screen like 10 times a day, so something is wrong. And on Windows 10, it would blue screen every like 2 weeks, so there's clearly something wrong. It seems like the system isn't shutting down anymore. It's just having a ton of weird issues, and I know this can relate to memory. So I feel like I should do a memory check before I even continue at all, because if it is faulty RAM, it's just gonna happen again. So, alright, let's do this. Seriously? It just ignored it. My god. I see how it is. Did it just crash? No way. It just rebooted. There's no way. It froze again. My stinking god, it does not like my USB. Seriously? Why? What's wrong with my USB, huh? Why don't it boot anything? I bet you anything this computer is gonna boot it. Yeah, this will probably boot it. But this won't. Well, this has been running for a good 11 hours and 38 minutes. It's done 5 passes, probably almost 6 at this point. There's no errors, so we know it's not the RAM. So I'm gonna do some more experimenting because I think I might know the problem. So Windows could not complete the installation, huh? Well, I guess we have to restart it by doing this again. That's so much fun. Yeah, let's do this. So basically this computer got to the very end and then I think it crashed because screens went black and then it said it didn't shut down successfully. And then of course we got greeted with the Windows couldn't complete the installation again. However, I did a bypass to get to OOBE. So I did this to bypass the OOBE and you can see the error is still there. But I've actually gotten to the OOBE, so I'm gonna try and go through it because it was at the very end, so there's a chance that it might work, so I'm gonna see. I'm gonna call it HP. No password. It didn't get a key, but that's fine because there's a key on the bottom. Yeah, I'll just leave that checked, but I'm not gonna enter a key. I don't think it fully finished, although it might still work, so it might bypass the error. So it has the Wi-Fi networks. I can tell it has like all the drivers. You guys can see the messages. I don't know if I have to click OK or not because I feel like that's gonna reboot it. I'm pretty sure it does. I actually looked up a bypass for this error because it installs, it's just, it might not be exactly correct. It's still in Windows PE, I think, so I'm gonna click OK and let it restart, and I'm gonna see if this actually works. I'm just gonna bypass OOBE at this point. I have a feeling that either it's because, I don't know if you guys know this, but the recovery disks, I'm pretty sure, have a problem because when I try to make a backup of them, it would give read errors. So there might be a scratch or so on there because I checked it and I saw like 1 or 2, and that might be preventing it. Or it's just this computer being unstable. Although it seems like it got further, I might try it again, but probably not in this video, probably a future video. I might try it again. I did use a hard drive this time, and it seems like it got further, so that's good, I guess. I don't know if it's the discs or if it's the computer being unstable. It might be a bit of both. I don't know what this is gonna do. I don't know if it's gonna let me log in. If it does, that's really cool. I have no idea though, because I'm pretty sure the recovery is technically not fully complete, and I just bypassed it. So
I might have to do another bypass. I'm not sure if this is gonna log into the user I created, so I'll be right back. Well, it says preparing your desktop, so it might actually be logging into it. Well, guys, it looks like it actually did bypass it. However, I don't think it fully finished the recovery at all because it doesn't have the HP background. And if I go to computer, that cannot be right. That's like the exact size that even the SSD showed. So I think the rest is unallocated. Yup, I was correct. Although there is an HP Tools. So I did actually get it to work, as you guys can see. This is on the factory install now. And it does have Windows 7 Professional because I upgraded it because for some reason it installed Home Basic. So I just upgraded it to Professional because that was easier for me. I did get it to work after a lot of trial and error and basically had to do a lot of stuff. In fact, I actually had to restore this a different way. But again, there are some side effects about that, and I will explain those side effects. So the first part I bypassed OOBE, as you guys saw in the video, except it didn't have the wallpaper and stuff, and I'm like, there's gotta be a better way to restore this. And I didn't want to have to go through the process of using the recovery disks again, and I was hoping there was some way I could reset it since, you know, it didn't create the recovery partition, but it had to have created something or had something on it. So what I did was, I plugged in the drive through a hard drive enclosure into my computer. I browsed through the files and I went in the C drive and stuff, and I noticed this WIM file, and it was named base.wim. And when I opened it, there was 3 indexes. I looked through them, they all looked like Windows installations, and I'm like, this is exactly what I need to restore it. I don't even need the recovery disks anymore. So basically I started experimenting in a VM, restoring them with DISM, restoring 2 of them at a time and stuff like that because one of them didn't have everything, and I don't really remember exactly what I did because I did this like a month ago and this video was already late because I had other things to do and stuff like that, so I don't remember clearly, but I messed with it in a VM and it didn't work correctly, probably because it's a VM and the fact it froze and then it said it couldn't complete the installation. I do have some screenshots I'm showing right now of things that has happened with this whole thing, but what I decided to do was wipe the SSD again and try applying the image with DISM with this WIM file, and I believe I restored 2 of the indexes because maybe it needs more than 1. However, I'm not sure if that was what I was supposed to do or not. However, it did work a lot better. So after I did that, I put the SSD back into the computer, booted it up, and then it said it was installing software like normal. Just like how when you use the recovery disks, it reboots and then it starts doing that. It basically went straight to that installing software phase. So I let it do its thing. At one point it showed this Windows Boot Manager screen where it just wouldn't boot because of something. I can't remember what it was. But then I booted into a Windows 7 USB and it said like it was gonna fix something. It was so weird. I have never seen a screen like this before. So maybe it edited the BCD and made something else a boot option. I don't know. But I told it to go ahead and do those repairs. And afterwards it went straight into the OOBE. And this time it actually had the HP background and everything. Turns out when going through my pictures, I actually found a video of it being an OOBE, so I'm gonna play that video for you guys. This video is gonna end up being a bit longer due to it because I forgot about this video, so here you guys go. Alright guys, so I did some more experimenting without recording because I couldn't really record, but I did restore a .wim file to the SSD. And it said it was installing software again, and then it showed this boot error that I'm showing you guys on the screen now. And then after that, I booted into the Windows 7 recovery environment, and it said some weird thing like it was going to repair something. And I noticed that the boot entry was named Windows Setup, and it was really weird. So then I repaired it, I left it for a bit, I didn't touch it, I had to go do something. And then I come back, and this is what I see. So apparently we're now at the actual OOBE, but here's the problem if you guys can't see it already. It says Windows 7 Home Basic, but it should be home premium, not home basic. And I find that a bit weird that it's not home premium. Maybe it converts it after it installs the software or something. I don't know. But I think because we did it in such a weird way, it didn't fully complete still, but we got further. So the mouse does move. It's been sitting here for like a few hours or so. So let's just try and set it up. So HP, let's just type that as a username. No password. Yeah, it says home basic. Let's accept this. Ask me later. It looks like it does have drivers though. Like the display driver is probably there because it's not like super big. So I clicked it. It's not doing anything, or did I not? Yeah, we got Wi-Fi networks, but we're going to skip that. So now it says Windows is finalizing your settings, and I guess it's just going to go through. I don't know what else it's going to do. I haven't done a recovery on this computer in like a really long time, so I sort of forgot how it works. But the fact that we actually got to an OOBE this time, like an actual proper OOBE instead of that one that says we couldn't complete the installation, that is a very good sign that this might, you know, work. I can always use Windows Anytime Upgrade and upgrade it back to Home Premium or maybe Professional or something else. Potentially even Enterprise, because why not, you know? I'm not sure if this is going to get past this, though. It says it's finalizing your settings, but it's just sitting here, so I don't know if we're going to get past this. I might make a part 2 of messing around with it more later on and just put it away for a while, because I really need to focus on finishing the Looking Back series. So I might just put this away until I'm maybe done with it or have some free time, and then afterwards we can work on it again. So you guys can see it is preparing my desktop. It does have a different background. I'm not sure if the OEM install on this computer had the same background or if it was a different one, but this is a different background, so there's a high chance that this is gonna look a lot more proper and probably have an actual wallpaper instead of the default. Yep, it's doing something. It says HP. And this is on an SSD, so that's probably why it's faster. I wonder if the partition is still, like, unallocated and stuff. Welcome to your new HP computer. Oh, good God. Yeah, I think it did kind of work. So I'm probably just going to leave this on here for now, and later on I might put a different drive in and mess around with it and see if I can get it working. Because I don't know if I want to wipe this necessarily, because I got it this far, and I've never gotten this far before. I am not going to register. What is that font? Register later. I'm not going to do that. Sure, you could check automatically. Tune up. Sure, I'm... And I don't want to do that. I don't want the improvement thing. Why not go through this? This is actually really interesting. This is probably what I'll end part 1. No. Oh God, it has Norton on it. Yes, I'm sure. I don't want it. I'm not going to connect this to the network right now, so I'm just going to hit finish. Yeah. I just want to get out of this. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, no, thank you. I wonder if it's going to be the same background. HP Quick Web. What in the... Oh, I gotta check that out. Oh, that sounds interesting. Quickly access. It's that thing that, like, is before it boots that lets you, like, do stuff while not being in Windows. I'll check that out. I mean, this was on the hard drive, and this is, I think, the same background when I got it, although there's no arrow because it's home basic, and there's no personalization either. I think I'm going to first upgrade this. Yeah, it's home basic. I mean, there's partial arrow, and it does actually have the OEM information. Let's see if the hard drive still has a ton of unallocated space, which I think it does.
because that is not proper. It probably does. Yep, I'm just gonna probably re-extend it. I don't think there's a recovery partition either. I think it was probably gonna try and make one, but it never got that far. That's probably why the boot entry got messed up. I guess I'll just upgrade this. Look, Windows Anytime Upgrade. It's right there. It's like it wants me to upgrade this. That's funny. I probably will. Let's see the installed applications. I wonder if it's more than on the hard drive. It is actually going really fast. Probably will keep this on 7. I'm not sure if this is the same amount of programs, but if you guys are interested in looking at them, you can. It does have Office. So that's everything. I'll just upgrade it, is what I'll end up doing, because I think that's easier for now, and then later on I might try and mess with it again when I feel like it, but I think I'm just going to upgrade this edition. I'm not going to have this on recording, though. I'm just going to do it manually. But this is really interesting. So, yeah, it does have all the HP stuff still. So this technically was successful, except it's the wrong edition of 7. And it didn't create the recovery, and there's still unallocated space. But other than that, this was actually more successful than any other time. Because the time I had to bypass OOBE, it didn't have the customizations. I think it was Home Premium, though, that time. So I'm not really sure why it didn't do it. Maybe it does it in the recovery before it reboots. Only issue was, it was Windows 7 Home Basic, not Windows 7 Home Premium like it was supposed to be. But I went through the setup, everything seemed fine. I did go ahead and upgrade it to Professional because that was easiest for me to do, even though it came with Home Premium. But it did upgrade successfully and stuff like that, and it appeared all the HP software was there. The only two downsides were the fact that it was Home Basic, which I fixed, and the fact that the recovery partition wasn't there since it didn't fully complete. However, I got a lot further this time compared to all the other times. Maybe it's just the fact that the computer has so many issues and likes to shut off during the recovery because of how long it takes, and the fact I bypassed the disks and I used the WIN file. Maybe it was better. However, I think that's also the reason that it failed to do the rest of it, because I did it a different way. So maybe it just didn't work, or maybe I was supposed to restore one and not the other. Maybe I just didn't do it correctly. However, let me know if you guys want to see another part to this video in the future, and I will mess with it in the future. However, right now I'm really busy with stuff, so I can't really be bothered to do it. But that's basically how I got it to even get further. However, I'm not sure if I'm going to keep that SSD in that computer anyway right now, because I might put it in another one, but I've not decided. And the fact that the dv6 has so many issues, I don't know if I want to proceed further. But I thought I'd explain what I did to get it a lot further, and it's really interesting. And I'm sure there's a way I could get it to restore properly. Maybe if I even use the discs again, maybe it would work. I really don't know, but I'm going to be honest. I would rather wait till it's cooler outside to do it, because it seems like it runs better in the cooler weather than it does in the heat. And doing it over the summer was probably not the best idea, so I might wait until it's cooler outside, like during the winter or something, and restore the discs again and see if that makes any difference. But if there's anything you guys want to let me know, or you guys know more on restoring this, let me know, because maybe I just didn't restore the proper indexes or something like that, which could be the case, or maybe there's something else I need that I don't have. Thanks for watching the video. I hope you enjoyed watching all these failed recoveries. I'm sorry for videos going up a day late this week. I've had a lot going on, so I've had to delay the videos a bit, but hopefully by next week I'll try and get back on track. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye for now.